Hello and welcome to this episode of the Amanda Koopa-Cast. Some things have changed. I don't know if you noticed, but I'm holding my microphone in my hand like a common regular person without a microphone stand. But my microphone stand has seen better days. Basically, I was using a lamp stand, okay? This is what it looked like. It has my shock absorber and everything. This is what it looked like, and yeah, it was for a lamp, and I had my Yeti hanging from it, and the spring broke because it's not meant to hold a microphone. So I'm in the market for a new mic stand, and if you got any recommendations, hit me up. The first thing we're going to do this time is we're going to read all our comments from last time and address them so we can move on to new topics. That is how I'm going to do things from now on. So if you have questions, comments, concerns, get commenting below. Whether you're watching on Instagram, YouTube, or listening on iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, or any of the streaming platforms, I'm on them all. Okay, so first YouTube comments. First YouTube comment, Canadian Comic Cutie says, I love her, that's Ashley. I recently, today, posted pictures with her. They're from when we were together in the summer, but still very cool pictures, very cute and sexy pictures. Canadian Comic Cutie says, where'd it go? There she is. Love you, babe, and I agree. Being sexy and posting pics and so on is beyond empowering. Loving yourself is so important. Keep doing you. Also happy to hear that I'm not the only panty hoarder. That's right. Me and Ashley, the Canadian Comic Cutie, are heavy panty hoarders. If you want to know what that's about, you have to watch the last episode. John Beebe from YouTube says, also love your brutal honesty. First he said, slay you, boss queen. And then he said, also love your brutal honesty. And now I'm slowly understanding women better. That is my goal in life, for everyone to understand women, even other women, because man, have I been struggling with other women lately. But it's all good. It's all good. It's all good in the hood. People just don't get it, People just don't get this life, but we'll get into that. Jomalia Juggalo also sent me some hearts. So that is it. Oh, what was there? That is it for YouTube comments. And we will go to Instagram comments. I didn't read the Instagram comments last time because I'm silly. But because I'm on IGTV, why wouldn't I? So let's go. Canadian Comic Cutie also hitting me up on Instagram because I love her and she's supporting babes. Canadian Comic Cutie said, just finished it today. So happy you're back. Thank you. Mud in My Toes on Instagram. You are fantastic. I love how empowered you are about body and creativity. And she's quoting me, which I love because I'm a narcissist. You wake up, clean the house, do laundry, then what? Which is, yes, if you want to know what that was about, also you have to listen to last episode. Best explanation of why you should unapologetically do something for yourself and do it because it brings you joy. Heart, you go, Glenn Coco. Thank you so much at Mud in My Toes. I know she is a pretty blonde lady, but her name is escaping me right now. But I know she's very pretty, and I like her. My Marvel Customs sent a heart and a flame. Love you too. Keist.Michael said, you are so smart and sexy, beautiful inside and out. Thank you. Dugan66 said, never had any misconceptions, never had any preconceptions. I like what I like. Winky face. Nice wink. Suck _ my _ intervention _ mate. I think this guy is either Australian or from New Zealand or what's that called? A Kiwi? He's either an Aussie, a Kiwi, or a Brit because he has the word mate in his fucking username. But Suck My Intervention Mate said, you're a stoner, are you? So based on that comment, I'm going to assume that he is in fact a stoner. And yeah. Okay. Hirad _ 300. I don't know if he even watched the podcast. I think he just said this to me. My heart still bears your name. Thank you. Zombie King 421. 4201, not 421 like you would be led to believe because of how I read it. But Zombie King just said, I'm just in love with your eyes and your smile. Okay, now I'm just flattering myself. You guys got to give me real comments based on the content and subject matter I talk about, so that I don't just seem like I'm reading off a bunch of, like, imagine if I just read off the comments on like my regular tit posts and naked posts. Like, it would be like, heart. I would have to say some disgusting things. You guys have seen the comments on my fucking photos, okay? Especially there's Pete. Pete always has lots to say to me, and Eric always has lots to say. And like, you know, thank you, but like, yeah. Fodor 1987 said, hey, no shit, I'm Egginess on YouTube. You found me right off the hop. Your naked face is still so beautiful. Thank you. And your curves and your smile and the rest of you, he said. Thank you. And if you don't believe that people are saying these nice things about me, you can go right on to my last episode of the Amanda Koopa-Cast, on Instagram and on YouTube, and read them for yourself. I would not make something like that up because that just seems absolutely insane. But I do feel very like, I feel weird about the fact that I just did all of that, because I just this episode decided that I was going to read the comments first to address the people first so we can move on to new topics. But now I feel like I just flattered the shit out of myself, and now I feel very uncomfortable because I feel like if anybody's never watched this before or listened to me talk before, they're like, this bitch is super full of herself. But I'm like, not like I am, because I mean, look at me and look at the things that I do. Like, there's really no denying, especially if you're a woman with lots of photos of yourself, you are a little bit of a narcissist. We all are. And I mean, as long as you stay humble and you stay nice, there's nothing wrong with that. It's the women who like know they're pretty and know they're beautiful and know they get what they want, so they take advantage of people and they're mean to other people. I don't like that. Like, as long as you're nice, then you can be pretty and take selfies. As long as only if you're nice, though. If you're a bitch, stop that, you egotistical bitch. And that goes for everyone, because just be nice to people. This is fun. I feel like I'm on a talk show with it in my hand, but I feel like it's also probably fucking up the sound. But I guess we'll see when I listen to it, because I'm not even wearing headphones. I'm super amateur, but you know what? I have time to be like planning things and like doing things the right way, because I just decided I was going to do this like right now, and it's, you know, 9:18 at night, and I got to use what I have in my hands, okay? And, you know, maybe, well, people who keep up with me know that I'll find a way to make this better next time. I always do. I always do eventually. It just might take a while. So, but yeah, one of the big things I want to talk about today, actually we'll get into that after, but first I wanted to address the woman comment, because I've been dealing with a lot of women lately online, not really necessarily in real life. In real life, people are pretty nice to me when it comes to, you know, because face-to-face Canadians are absolute wonderful people, you know, hello, how are you, to your face, but like, I don't know, I've just been getting a lot of, pushback, because of what I'm doing. And as people realize what I'm capable of and what I'm talented in, you know, I'm talented in singing, I'm talented in I don't know if I'm talented, I shouldn't say that so blanket statement, like I'm talented, but things that I like to do. People discover there are things I like to do, but then when they discover that I like to sing, and then they discover that I'm also a naked girl on the internet, it's like, oh, she's not good. You know what I mean? Like, it's like as if I'm really just tired of feeling like as women, we have to decide whether we're going to be sexy and sexy and sought after and you know, wanted, or am I gonna be respected? There's like, it's like you have to pick. You're either sexy and wanted and ha ha or you're respected. And I feel like, I don't know, I'm just in a weird place in life because I observe the way people are treated a lot, and the way people treat me, and especially I observe the way one person treats someone else and then the way they treat me. And if that's different, I try to find out why. I don't say anything out loud, and I don't confront people. I ask little questions here and there, but it bothers me when people do that, because like, be one person. Treat me the same way you're going to treat the next person. And there should be absolutely no ifs, ands, or buts in there, because just treat people the way you want to be treated. But it's like, because I'm somewhat cute, people often just don't respect me. And I do have a personality that's pretty silly. And I do understand that maybe sometimes that comes off a little childish and immature. But there are certain situations in life where I've been treated like, you're like, almost like they're doing me a favor by doing something for me, when it's like, no, if you respected me, you would let me complete this task. It's hard to explain, and I don't want to call anyone out or like make a big deal about it, but I've just been noticing these things lately, and it's weird, especially the way other women talk about other women. It's like, some women, if they're talking to me, they say one thing, and if they're talking to someone else, they say another. And I'm not feeling that. Like, be the same person. Have the same opinion no matter who you're talking to. Because if you don't, then you're just a flip-flopper and nobody can trust you, you know? I don't know. It's like, it's like a two-faced, two-sided type deal. And I'm not really for that. And now, of course, there's exceptions to that, because maybe you don't want to offend someone, so you kind of keep your opinion like low key, or maybe you don't want to, you know, you're just worried about what somebody might think of you. But it's like, to the core, you should never change your core values based on what someone else might want or think or anything like that. I don't think that that's right. I think that you should stay true to certain things inside you. Always, forever, always and forever. But that's my rambling. There's something else I was going to discuss as well. Oh my gosh, the crime around here has been insane. Like, I live in Lloydminster. Most people know that. It's a border city. But the crime, like, small towns are getting their grocery stores, post office, workshops, everything's getting broken into and stolen. My people I know are getting broken into, and everything's being taken from them. And I heard a story the other day that you know, somebody had, you know, their place robbed and everything, and then then there was some evidence left behind, and now the, you know, RCMP of our city were called to come collect this evidence. Now, the RCMP didn't really seem too interested in collecting the evidence, as they said that it might not be relevant. Well, might not is pretty, I mean, if I was I watch a lot of crime TV, okay? So shit like that is like, excuse me? Like, I watch Forensic Files all the time. Like, I've seen every crime documentary there is to watch on Netflix, and if I haven't seen it, recommend it to me so I can watch it. Like, I love watching. And if I wasn't so skittish and emotional, that's what I would have done for a living, is just like investigate crime, or like do DNA, or like be a detective. I don't know. Solve crimes. But so when I hear that somebody has potential evidence to solve the crime that's been committed from this person's house, and then the RCMP doesn't seem too interested in it, it's like, excuse me? Like, it makes me want to call, like, I don't know. Makes me want to call Grissom. That's like an old CSI character, if you don't know that. But it just drives me crazy. And it's like, you should care about this, but you don't. And the fact that you don't makes me question everything, you know? Like, how could a police person not want evidence? Like, what if it's not relevant? Okay, but what if it is? Wouldn't that be the question? Shouldn't you err on the side of caution, you know, on the side of like, let's solve this, you know? I don't know. I feel like I would be a great detective. That's just based on TV, because I would be asking all kinds of questions. I would be tracking these people down, you know? I would be setting up stings. I'd be like, you want to cruise? And I would ambush people. Hey, I'm not looking for work, but if anybody needs a detective, put me on the case. I probably couldn't solve it, but if you got a little case, I'll try. No, I won't. Don't have any authority to like knock down doors or like make phone calls. I don't know. Anyways, let's forget about that. But I'm mad about it, and I just wanted to address it, because the only way to fix something like that is to fucking make noise. The squeaky wheel gets the grease is not a saying because it's not real. It's real as fuck. You have to complain and badger people like that, especially government institutions, because they don't give a shit until they're in trouble. And that's true. They really don't. Like, they'll just sidestep you until like you like blast them on social media or like, and shitty that that's the way that the world's come to, but that really kind of is, you know, in my experience in the world lately. The only way to get something out of someone who's supposed to be doing something but like they don't want to is to like publicly shame them. And you know what? If that's what it is, then that's what it is. And fucking do your jobs, and then that wouldn't happen to you, you know? It's like when people complain about bad things happening to them because of something they didn't do or because of something they did. It's like, you're at fault here, nobody else. You can't be mad at anyone but yourself. So, okay, now that I've covered those bases, we're gonna jump right into this next thing that I'm really excited about, and I'm probably gonna cry talking about it because it's so insane. It's so okay. So, a while ago on the Thoughtful podcast, I was speaking about Vipassana, but I was saying it very wrong, and I don't even remember. I was like saying Vipassana, or I was definitely adding a letter, but I couldn't remember what it was. But Vipassana, how do you say it? Vipassana. Anyways, I'm attending a 10-day Vipassana course. Yeah. What that means is for 10 days, I will be incommunicado. No phone, no TV, no books, no talking. It's pure 10 days of meditation. And what Vipassana is, it's a really, like I think the meaning of the word Vipassana means insight, like seeing inside yourself, I suppose. So yeah, I really want you to Google it. You have to Google it, and you have to read all the rules, and you have to like read what it is. It's taught by like this ancient Buddhist. It doesn't have anything to do with religion, and I absolutely fucking hate, more than anything, when I tell someone that I'm gonna do it and they say, "Oh, fucking sounds like a cult." Like, okay, I was in a cult. If you don't remember, I got out of that pretty easily. Oh, speaking of, we should talk about that too. We'll talk about that next time. I gotta talk about some cult shit. I gotta do it. Oh, I never put my face on this before. My face is right on my pop filter. Just seeing what it sounds like. Does it sound cool? You're probably pissed that I did that. And the video people probably can't even hear it. Whatever. Yeah, so 10 days meditation. It is not religious in any way. It actually it can coincide with any religion because it is absolutely free of religion. It has nothing to do with religion. It's not like Buddhism. It's a Buddhist practice that can apply to anyone of any ethnicity, race, or religion, and it does not interfere. Although you cannot practice like worship during the 10 days because you're supposed to respect the 10-day rule or whatever. I don't know. I really want you to Google it because it's really hard to explain. But yeah, I will be gone away, completely off everything for 10 full days. It's gonna be crazy. Like, you know, as a whatever fucking generational I am. What am I? I don't know if I'm an elder millennial from what I've learned from Eliza Schlesinger. I'm an elder millennial, so you know, I haven't been really without a phone in my hands, you know, And I'm not one of those people that always has my phone either. I like to leave my phone upstairs and clean the house, or leave my phone in the basement and like, do shit upstairs. I like to just not have my phone for hours at a time, lots of times. But to not have it for 10 full days is going to be pretty crazy, but I'm very excited. I mean, I think everybody should take that kind of break, and I'm talking like I'm not allowed to have it. Like they lock it away from me. Like it's not even like I can go do a quick scroll. Like I'm talking, like I'm sure like real millennials are fucking dying right now because they're like, what do you mean? How are you gonna live? So yeah, it's pretty cool. The one thing about Vipassana is that it's completely free to do the course. You're not allowed to contribute or donate until you've completed it and until you believe that it's worth a donation. So that in itself proves its reality to me. And then if you remember from the last time I spoke about this, my brother had attended Vipassana in Nepal when he went to Nepal for a while to just chill and teach children for no reason because he's a great dude. Yeah, my brother did this course in Nepal, came back. My mom did it last summer, which she is 50 some years old, and yeah, it really changed her, which I never thought I would see, but it's pretty cool. And then my brother did it again, but he served at it. So anyways, I'm really excited and scared and just excited. Google it, Vipassana. I'm gonna get, my main focus is because as you know, I'm very all over the place. I never know what I want to do next. And I'm hoping it gives me some real true insight into what I really, really want. I mean, what I really aspire to do, of course, is to build confidence and, change people's minds about women and the things we do and that sort of thing. That's like my life goal, but I want to know, I don't know, there's just some times where I'm like, what do I want? What do I want? What do I want? What do I want? Do I want to take pictures? Do I want to be in pictures? Do I want to make music? Do I want to do art? Like, I have my full-time job, which I love so much, but like sometimes just the other stuff in life gets really overwhelming for me. And another big thing that I hope to gain from it is impulse control. I'm very impulsive and sporadic sometimes, and I would like to not be, so much. And I like being impulsive. Like I've had hella adventures from it, but it does get you into trouble, big trouble. So sometimes. So yeah. So thanks for watching this or listening to this. This has been amazing, and I hope to do this again before I leave for the 10 days, but if I don't, my love is with you, and please comment and ask questions below, and just thanks for being here. It's always fun, and I love you guys so much, and we're best friends, and we're getting matching tattoos and all of those things. So yeah, I'll see you next time.